Everybody, good Sunday morning to everybody. A little weather extra time. I talked to my good friend Dave Luddy. He said that he was on chat yesterday and typed in a hello and it didn't see the chat. So I just did a test on YouTube because we don't go on Facebook anymore for these. Only can go on Facebook if it's streaming or emergency weather kind of situation. So for Weather Extra, we're on all of our platforms, YouTube, and he said he commented yesterday and I didn't see it. So I just did a test. I put hi in the chat. So if you're there and you want to say hi, feel free. First alert Doppler. It doesn't look like much going through Huntsville right now, but there's a little drizzle. I just was outside and I had to put the windshield wipers on when I went to get gas across the street. If you look really closely, you see a little blue moving into Scottsboro. It's very light on there. It's a very fine drizzle that's falling across the area. Some more in the way of actual showers south towards Aniana and down towards Jacksonville. And this is the lingering rainfall, part of a frontal boundary that triggered the storms yesterday. Not much in the way of any kind of severe reports. I think there was a couple of severe, like trees down, like 2 reports. But it was mainly just rain and a little bit of wind, and it certainly played down severe-wise. But it was beneficial rain that we could really use, and it was nice to have. A lot of lightning with the storms yesterday, too. I saw a couple lightning bolts while I was sitting out back on the back patio, and I was like, all right, I'm going inside. But most of the rain is going to exit out of here. There could be some lingering drizzle till around noon. I don't think it lingers much past that. It's not a bad day. Temperatures around 70 with a lot of cloud cover. Any kind of sunshine that we have would be extremely limited late in the day. But remember, with the daylight saving time beginning this weekend, clocks jumped forward or springed forward or sprung forward, whatever you want to call it, last night. So therefore, sunset is not until almost 7 o'clock, like 6:50. So we have a little extra wiggle room in the late afternoon and evening to maybe pop a little sunshine. We'll see how it plays out. My biggest fear, is I'm going to miss the 3-degree guarantee today because we're 7 for 7 for the month, and I don't want to be the guy who misses it. So I went 71 today, and I'm holding out hope that the cloud cover doesn't keep us too cool, and that's what I'm a little worried about. Just because it's so gloomy outside. If you've been outside this morning, it is certainly. It doesn't feel like low 60s where the temperatures are at. It feels a little cooler to me. That's why I have my hoodie on, because I didn't feel like it was that warm. So satellite and radar, there's the rainfall down towards Beeham along I-20. And then you see that light little green just to the E in Huntsville. That's that little drizzle that I was talking about. A lot of clouds, though. But if you look closely back towards Memphis, you see just a little bit of black color trying to get into I-55. That's actually some breaks in the clouds, and that's what I'm hoping happens by the end of the day. Since I came into work, temperatures have hardly moved. We're right around 60 degrees, 61 in Coleman, 63 in Guntersville, 59 in Fayetteville, and I think we got about 10 degrees in us today. Hoping we'll get to 70. Next 12 hours, a little drizzle, some showers here this morning, then cloudy, mostly cloudy, and that's where we get a little sun hopefully by the end of the day, even though you can still have a little sun when it's mostly cloudy. And the temperatures will come real close to 70 for many locations. I still think we got a 70 or 71 in us. But the biggest concern is not so much the drizzle and the clouds today. You can see that gloominess in Decatur. But the higher concern is not going to be the fog that comes in tonight either. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s. But as we go into the week ahead, I'm so sorry, I'm all choked up. We have 2 rounds of storms that we have to deal with. Monday night into Tuesday is round 1, and that could bring some heavy rainfall. There could be some gusty winds too. I don't think we have like widespread severe weather Monday night into Tuesday, but it needs to be watched. But we went ahead and issued an alert day for Wednesday because models indicating that there could be widespread strong storms, maybe even severe Wednesday afternoon and evening. Don't know the exact severe weather type yet because it's still 3 days out. The timing may change a bit as well. But right now it looks more like actually Wednesday night between about like 5 p.m. and 2 a.m. And if that holds true, it would be almost pretty much a nightly event where it's dark most of the time, which people don't like. It'll be a really warm day on Wednesday. There's a lot of fuel for these storms on Wednesday. Dew point temperatures will come up a little bit. A lot of you already asking me, what are we going to get? What are we going to get? I think I would bank on some wind and some rain and then see where it takes us from there and see if it turns into be something more serious. What I've been telling everybody on Facebook this morning is we issue the alert day to keep you aware of it so something could happen on Wednesday. And I would stay tight to the updates, whether you get them from us or somebody else. We'd love for you to get them from us, but we want you to be safe. That's the most important thing. And we'll keep updates coming, not just tonight, but also Monday and Tuesday. We get closer to the day on Wednesday. We get a better idea of how this will play out. I can tell you already the Storm Prediction Center already has us in a 15% area for Wednesday for the potential for severe weather. However, the storms play out. They're out of here Wednesday night. Thursday will be cooler. That 60 might be a bit of a struggle in the afternoon because it might hold 50s. It's going to be a lot cooler. And then we're right back up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And at this time, next weekend looks beautiful. But there's another cold front comes in for the following week. That would be March 16th and 17th. And you can see what it does to the temperatures. It would be rain probably Sunday night and then very early Monday. And then as the front clears the area, the temperature only about 59 on Monday. And St. Patrick's Day, I'm assuming the parade's on St. Patrick's Day. I haven't taken the time to look yet. But 56 for the high. Pretty cool, considering that we've been 70s and 80s pretty much all month long. And any dips in the temperature that we have there on the 10-day forecast are certainly a change in the pattern to where we've been at for much of the month of March. And even though we had some storms yesterday, it really wasn't like widespread severe weather. And I feel like everyone keeps saying, and I kind of agree with you, I don't kind of agree, I do agree, is that we're going to pay the price for the warm temperatures. And it has been really warm. The first transition comes Wednesday into Thursday. That's the big one. And that's the one that we could be talking about widespread severe weather. But as I say that, don't sleep on Monday night and Tuesday. There's still a chance for some heavy rainfall. And there could still be some lightning and thunder, and that always scares everybody, especially when the storms are at night. So multiple rounds of storms for the week, at least to start the week through midweek before it dries out. And we'll keep an eye on that rain for St. Patrick's Day weekend. Well, St. Patrick's Day, or it cools off a little bit. Hopefully the rain falls on Monday. It's out of here on Tuesday. Then you don't have to worry about any rain for the parade. So there are some changes. We weren't going to hit 70s and 80s all month long. We're going to have some kind of adversity. And we can still get some pretty cold temperatures in here in March and April. I always tell people, if you like to garden, don't plant the stuff that matters to you that are sensitive to the cold until after, like, I say tax day usually. April 15th is the traditional tax day. Unless you live in Massachusetts. Yeah, I mean, I think that this time of year, you could not only talk about cold, talk about like wintry precipitation in the Tennessee Valley. You can have just about everything in this area. And I think if you look at the long-term models, even though there's some setbacks there on Thursday and next week, the overall big picture is to keep it toasty through the end of the month and also into early March. Whether that sticks or not, we'll see what happens. But nothing really terribly cold in the long-term forecast models. Might have a night where it dips back into the 30s like next Monday night. And that in March is not rare, but this month so far it has been because it's been so incredibly above average. So, all right, I'm going to go. I'm supposed to have the next 3 days off. I don't know how that's going to play out, but we'll see what happens. Jada will be in tonight. She'll have the very latest for you. Eric Burke will be here bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on Monday morning at 4:30. He'll have the very latest and keep updates coming about the storms for Monday night and what's happening on Wednesday. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not scheduled, so I'm pretty sure Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis is in Monday night, and he will definitely have more about the storm potential for this week. I'm almost positive. Let me find out. Let me just to make sure. I'm pretty sure he's back. Yeah. So he'll be back March 9th. So that's Monday. So he'll be back on Monday, and he'll have the very latest. So you got Jada, Eric, and Brad in that order for the next 3 shifts. We got you covered. Everybody have a fantastic day. Have a happy Sunday. And fingers and toes crossed, we pop a little sunshine before sunsets, just before 7 p.m., because it might be the only time we have sunshine until we get to Thursday. And I know how much sunshine can pick up your spirits a bit. Hopefully we get a little bit today. Have a good day, everybody.